We have been talking quite a lot about cycling today, right the way across the day, actually, here on BBC Radio Nottingham. You would have heard it first thing in the morning with Sarah. We caught up with Sustrans about an hour or so ago to see how their event at Victoria Embankment is going. And now we're going to talk about cycling in a slightly different way, because you might very well have been tempted to get out on your bike. You might have dug an old rusty shell out from your shed, polished it up, maybe put some oils on the brakes and thought, this is it, this is my time, I'm going to get out. You know, the kids are loving it as well. But how about this? So, Kaiser Thailand has managed to get her 70-year-old mum to agree to go on a cycling holiday. Kaiser is here now. A very good afternoon to you, Kaiser. Thank you for joining us. So I think we probably need to kind of lay everything out on the table first things first, because you are not new to cycling in any way, shape or form, are you? In fact, I spoke to you 4 years ago now, when you had a successful attempt to set a new Guinness World Record for the furthest distance cycled in a year by a woman. You did it. It was over 52,000 kilometres, which is a staggering amount. So cycling for you is a big deal. Am I right in saying that?
Yeah. Although I haven't ridden quite that far since.
Good. That's a really long way. And how about cycling for your mum then?
So Mum doesn't actually ride a bike. She's got COPD, so she struggles with any kind of active lifestyle. So she walks a bit, but no, cycling is not a possibility for her, unfortunately.
But you persuaded her to go on. Yeah, you persuaded her to go on a cycling holiday. You're going to have to talk me through that then.
Yeah, so what I asked of her, which she kindly agreed to, is that I put her on the back of my bike. So I have bought an electric cargo bike that has a very long rack at the back where you can actually put a seat. So I have persuaded her that it would be a good idea if she joined me on a holiday by sitting on the back of my bike. That means that I can do the thing that I love, and I can do it with her. So it's kind of a win-win. Well, hopefully. It might just be a win.
You still get to do what you love, but whether she enjoys it as well is a different matter. This is great.
Exactly.
This is great.
Yeah.
Because, let's be honest, there was no joy, was there, when we were growing up, that kind of sitting on the handlebars of someone's bike or, sitting on their seat while they pedal. Two people on a bike is quite common. But I've never seen anybody attached to the back of a bike, though.
No, so I mean, it's just sitting, it's a bit sitting croggy on the bike. That's basically what she's doing, but in a little bit more comfort. So it's got a nice seat, and hopefully we'll get a bit of padding. Maybe we can put a few springs in there so she doesn't quite hit the potholes as hard as she is doing at the moment. But we've got a sign, so every time I see a pothole coming up, I'll just shout, bump! And then she'll hopefully brace herself for what's coming up.
There's no escaping it, but at least you can prepare for it when it happens. So have you done any practice runs or anything yet?
Yeah, we've been out on it, and she's quite comfortable at the moment. A little bit cold the other day, so I think it's a case of wearing the right kit, because obviously she's not pedaling, so I'm keeping nice and warm by doing the exercise, and she's sitting there getting cold, so we'll figure that out. We've also had the dog on the back with her.
Of course.
The idea is to put the dog on there, which is a little Staffordshire Bull Terrier who's not exactly tiny, but she seems quite content as well. So we'll see whether we have to leave the dog behind or take her with us as well. It should certainly be interesting.
You must get some comments.
Oh,
you must get some looks.
Yeah. It's a real conversation starter. Every time we go anywhere on it, we make new friends. It's amazing. It really is.
So you say you're going away on holiday. I mean, what are we talking here? Where are you planning to go?
So we're not going to be able to go far to start with, I think. I don't know. We've done, maybe 5 or 6 miles so far, and that's been fine. So if we say maybe we'll start with maybe 20 miles a day or something like that, and then if that's okay, the next time maybe we'll go further. But I think to start with, we'll just do a few miles and stop. Find a B&B or an Airbnb or something like that for the night. I did try to persuade her that we should camp, but apparently there's a limit to what she'll try. So, and I don't blame her, to be honest. I'm asking a lot of her already.
No, I don't blame. And to be honest with you, I think what you deserve after that is a proper hot bath and a nice comfy bed, and not, an air mattress, and a small tent. Are you going to be even able to fit your luggage on all of this as well?
Yeah, so the idea is either to have something up front, because the bike will actually tow or take about 200 kilos, so it's quite a lot. So you can either put that on the front, you can get a basket or something like that on the front. So we'll have to travel quite light, or I can attach a trailer to the back. So we'll be able to put a couple of bags on there.
This is just so brilliant. I mean, I know they say electric bikes kind of do take a lot of the load, but you are going to be working hard, aren't you? If you are kind of carrying an additional person, a dog, and lots of belongings as well, and potentially a trailer. I mean, that's not easy. You're not wanting to go to the peaks or anything like that with all of that. No.
No, and you think actually that you're not working very hard when you're on an electric bike, but as soon as you hit any hills, you do feel it. And I think once we're fully laden, we haven't tried the fully laden yet, so we'll have to see. We might end up just going to the fens or somewhere where it's really nice and flat in the end.
That's what I like to hear.
We'll see how my legs do.
Go up and down the embankment. It'll be a journey. Can we catch up with you then when you're all back? And maybe will your mum come and join us as well? We'd love to know how all this goes.
I'm sure she will. She's probably listening now anyway.
We'll say a big hello. Oh, super stuff, Kaiser. Thank you for joining us. Really great to have you on. Kaiser Tullen there, who is going on a cycling holiday with her mum, and they're both on the same bike. Brilliant, isn't it?